Hey sheepdogs, just driving between stops here. Wanted to tell you about an experience I had this week. My whole goal is, God, put me where you want me and use me. And I've been working on a project that's had me out of uniform and out of patrol vehicles for about 3 weeks, and I have been missing it. I've been missing my guys. I've been missing getting out there, and especially so recently after graduating, to get pulled away for such a long period of time. So I went out last night, and the prayer was getting into the vehicle with a young, God-fearing police officer, and the prayer was, God, put us where you want us and use us. And we were in the vehicle 10 minutes, and we came across a guy that was really having a bad day, very, very distraught because of things that were happening, and I felt led to pray with him. This officer knew him, and so we actually prayed with him. And it's not something you see very often on the side of the road where, two officers exit a vehicle to check on somebody who's emotionally disturbed, and within a matter of moments are praying with him, and both of us gave him a hug. It's not something that you're going to see very often, but that to me is part of being a God-fearing peace officer. And we were talking about that last night. We actually ended up arresting someone else. The other guy went on his way, and hopefully, the power of prayer, God moving in his life, encouraged him and spoke some life into him. Hopefully he's going to do better. But we had to arrest somebody on felony warrants last night. And, he knew that there was no funny business was going to be tolerated, but we treated him like a human being. We treated him with respect, transported him to the jail, and chatted with him on the way. You don't have to treat people like they're garbage. Now, it's hard. There are times, I'm not going to lie, there are times that you're dealing with somebody that you're like, you need Jesus, bad. And sometimes you look at people and you're like, man, only God can save you. Okay, that's true for all of us. But in that moment, going back 2 steps, the power of prayer, looking for opportunities. God, use me tonight, treating people with respect, whether they deserve it or not. I'm not their judge. And also having that heart and that willingness to be used. And it's so easy to forget in the mix. When you're in that moment, it's so easy to forget and get an attitude of superiority or get so burned out. And we had a great conversation last night just about that, about being used by God. And I could tell it blessed the young officer that I was with. So wanted to share that with you. There's a passage that I'm going to paraphrase that's like, do not despair of doing good. Basically, in due time, God will bring things around. There, to paraphrase. It's amazing what God will do. Another one that comes to mind, in so much as you're able to live in peace with men. And so anyway, I hope that blesses you. It blessed me last night. I needed it. I needed to get out. And then I'm going to be volunteering Sunday with another one of my departments, and out there to make a difference, and to be with an officer who's working a very lonely beat when a lot of people are going to be off doing other things, and just be able to bless him and be blessed by being out there with him. And hopefully if there's somebody that needs help, or if there's a bad guy that needs to go get 3 hots in a cot at the jail, we can be there to make that happen. So may the Lord bless you and keep you. May his face shine upon you. Remember, semper disciplina, that lifestyle of discipline training. God bless.